So it's not today, so I guess what I gotta say is tonight we'll be filming a Lothlorien leaf clasp in the making. Part 3, it's the last little bit here, teach you how to put the wire on, and that will make it look a lot more like it should. As you can see here, we've got the paper, the original leaf that I made, and the cutout and engraved leaf, and a piece of really bent up wire. So I guess the first thing I gotta do is teach you how to straighten wire with a vise. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the piece of wire, it's sort of round, and we're gonna put it in the vise. Don't let it roll on you, then it will just clamp what seems straight. So it'll clamp it like this instead of like this, and you'll end up with something that's not very much more straight than it was already. See, I got that sort of straightened out. Put it over here again. Like I said, you don't want it to roll this way. Got a few more. You put it in however you want, and you don't let it get away from you. It actually needs to be very tight to straighten out wire. And this just does it relatively fast. You can use a pair of pliers. I like using Kleins to get the extra little bends and twists out of it. Oop, there it twisted on me, see? Gotta pull it back out and try again. Just going back. Don't twist. Okay, so now I got a relatively straight piece of wire. Right here you get the Kleins. These are the Kleins. First thing I'm going to do is cut off this end right here. I don't have that little loop. And I'll go through it bit by bit and straighten it out a little bit. Okay. Now I've got a very straight piece of wire. So, what we want it to do is we want it to curl around behind the leaf, come back out over here. So it's going to be sort of an S shape. I'll show you the back of this. It's sort of like an S. So this is the second leaf. I had to adjust a little bit more from this one. Adjust the wire so that it'll actually fit this leaf, because the leaves aren't the same size. And here it's starting to come together. You see it's shaping up to be going around the leaf, the small leaf over here. So you can see some minor changes, just rounding it up, getting ready to go around the stem. So I thought you all want to see this last bit here, where I am done with the wire, trim it off. Still got a little bit of an overhang. So what I'm going to bend it over that little leaf and clamp it down. Really hard. Well, you can see the wire is all sturdy besides this little bit here. And there we go. It's looking almost like this other leaf here. And just so you know, the real Lothlorien leaf does not go around the stem. It goes behind the stem. Okay, last thing. Last time I used Scotch-Brite for this one. And I just polished up the edge here, or the top of the wire. This one hasn't been polished yet. It's just dark baling wire. You can see this one has a little bit of a shine to it. So I'm going to actually use steel wool this time, see if that works any better. There we are. Rustic plywood and file background. They look actually very similar. The old one has a bit longer leaves.